Who you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
You just don't know what you do to me.
Hi, baby. I know you're under a lot of pressure you're working on, and I do understand. You have no idea how much I understand. But you also don't have any idea how much I love you. I love you so much.
Shut up already. Damn.
You preach at her, you pimp at her, you turn her mind to you. You get real estate inside of her head, and you plant your garden there, the garden of your words. That's how you get into a woman's head, and you make her yours, so she only sees you. The thought of sleeping with someone else would make her vomit. That's how strong your game should be inside of her head. He continues, for example, I discovered, or excuse me, he says, well, this is starting to chip away at my inner game now, blah, blah, blah. He says, I have pinpointed why I feel this way. The core of it comes from me being neglected as a child. Thanks for helping me become aware. My parents neglected me big time, whether it was my mom working too much or leaving us kids home alone for me to watch over my brothers, or my father who would just forget to pick me up every fucking time and just laugh it off when he would finally show up. My dad would also ignore me at home by sleeping all day since he worked a night job. Well, that's rough. You know, your dad worked a night job. I can see that. My dad, he worked a day job, and then he also had his band, so he was gone, 90% of the time. He continues, anyways, I am aware of my demons, and there are more. I want them to go away. I feel so overwhelmed. My interactions with women have made my demons surface. For example, I get stuck on the bitches that don't call me or give me any attention. Okay, there you go. And that's what you need to get unstuck from. Okay? You recognize where it's coming from, so recognize where it's coming from and really admit to where it's coming from and then walk away from it. Don't give it any power inside your head. You don't need that bullshit. He continues, it's really hurting my game. As I write this, all I can say is I have reverted to acting like the old me. I hate that. My game has crumbled like glass, as you would say. I even find myself sabotaging my game in the field, like the demons inside me deliberately want me to fail. They want me to be alone and ignored. And Andre, that's you. That is your fears coming out of being alone. And this is where you have to deal with it. I cannot help you here. You have to deal with this yourself. You have to recognize where it's coming from and stand tall like a man and say, I will not take this anymore. This is the part where in my program where every guy has to face his own demons. And this is the fun part of your life, though, because every day you fight it, you get stronger until eventually you can face down your demons and you make that demon shrink to the size of a tiny little rat, because that's what it is. All those fears you got in your head, all they are is just little rats sneaking around your brain, nibbling away at your confidence. It's time to get some rat traps, stand up, and stomp these bitches to death. You're a man, and you can handle yourself like a man. You can deal with your life like a man. You can be successful in this game like a man is supposed to be. So it's time to stand up and be proud of yourself and walk tall, brother. Don't let the shit get you down. Get back into the program and take every step, one step at a time. And it sounds like you have stopped at step 1. And that's where you're stuck. And you need to work your way through this. And that's why I say you guys got to take your time. Unfortunately, our brother here, he's got demons in his head that are a lot stronger, obviously. But he's the one who's created them. So once he recognizes that I created this, so I can uncreate it. These are my creations. I'm the god of my own mind. I will uncreate this and then face them down. When the bitch don't call him, fuck it. You got 5 other bitches. She don't exist anymore. And that's how I dealt with my own demons. If a bitch didn't call, fuck it. It's no big deal. You got so many goddamn women you're fucking with that you don't even give a fuck. I don't even remember chicks that didn't call because we had no contact. And I know I'm sure there's some chicks that didn't call me. It's just I put them out of my head. And I dealt with what was there. I kept rolling into my game. getting more and more females, trading this one, getting rid of this one, and moving this one over here. And that's how your life should be. It should be exciting, an adventure, because that's what you want. Let's have a fun life. So when you get to my age, you can look back and say, like I do, I had a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fucking fun, fellas. I had so much fucking fun. And now at 50, I'm ready to just roll around and start becoming successful in life. So in closing, Z, you got to recognize what's going on. I think you do. Now be a man and stand up and fight. Fight for your life, brother. Because this is earth-shattering changes you're going through. When you come out on the other side, you're going to be a damn good player. Also, finish the program. Don't stop here. Work your way through this and finish the program, because you still have to learn the sex skills. You got to learn how to nut a female up in bed. And that's in the upcoming chapters. That will, with that and your ability to game her mind, that'll put her like a robot in your direction, worshiping you. So you must finish what you started. Otherwise, you'll stop here and you'll become just an average, ordinary dude trying to date with a lot of issues going on. You want to raise above that, whether you want to date a lot of women or just one female. You must raise above that and become a real man that knows how to handle himself. So you got to learn the sex skills that I'm teaching in that book, in this book, so that when you go to bed with a female, she won't want sex with anyone else but you. Also, you got to learn the conversation skills. Those are what get you up into her head. Women love good conversation. So if you're giving her good conversation, that's like a drug. And she'll become addicted to you. So you got to learn those other aspects of this game here. I wish you luck, fella.